Like, my diet isn't even that bad, I wanna say. Like, well, it's not bad in the junk food way, it's more bad in I be forgetting to eat sometimes. It's bad in the, damn girl, you don't eat? How are you alive? Because I, like, genuinely, I'm not even joking, I just forget. Because like I said, I prefer savory food. I'm a savory food girl. I don't know. I like red meat. I like chicken. I like soup. Although I do have a habit that is honest and I can make a genuine bit about, and it's that they have vaguely tweeted about this before, but like sometimes I don't want like food, but I want a savory feeling. So I cook myself just broth, like just like a good like salty broth, and I just drink the broth, no meat, no nothing, no veggies. And as you could probably assume, it's not good for your body. It's not a good habit to have. Cause like I really just be hitting my body. Yeah, I just be hitting my body with like with like a salt bomb and hoping that it's like that I'd survive. I don't. Yeah, I'm fooling my body into thinking I'm nourished. I'm not nourished. It's just like powdered chicken bouillon, and like soy sauce and water. I don't know, it kind of depends. But like, the thing is, it's like you can. If I just added like egg or something, it'd be fine. Like make myself like a relatively salty egg drop soup, but I'm just not adding anything. I don't know. It's like my midnight snack. It's just broth. Like sometimes you just gotta like put some water, chicken bouillon, maybe a little bit of soy sauce in there to add like salt. I don't know, but like I said, I have some like odd. Unfortunately, I fit the VTuber cliche of having shit food takes, or like having like freaky food takes. Like I don't know. Like I definitely have the resources to make like actual soup. I just like, oh shit, am I poisoned again? I just don't for some reason. Another one that's in the savory thing is sometimes I'm craving like fried pickles, but I don't want to take the time to like batter and fry pickles. Oh god, this is gonna be a really bad confession I'm about to make. So instead of frying pickles, I just microwave pickles so they're warm, and then dip them in ranch, and that's a meal I have sometimes. At least it's actually food this time, guys. At least this one's actually food. Okay. To be fair, I've gotten better since high school. I used to just drink like ketchup packets in high school because I wanted salt, but like I didn't want food. You know, sometimes your girl's just late. Like, cause usually I do this shit at like 9 p.m. at night when it's like I want food, but I don't want to like cook. See, in high school I used to drink ketchup packets. At least I'm not doing that shit anymore. I still get clowned on by that by my friends. It's like you. It's like, okay, to be fair, the ketchup packet thing was kind of like a party trick, cause like, you know, sometimes you just want to freak people out. You want. So I would get fast food for lunch, and then I'd just be like, y'all want to see something fucked up, and then I'd drink the ketchup packets that came with it. My friends know a little bit about this. They don't know about the pickles or the broth, but they do know about the ketchup. So there's that. Yeah, there's that. I'm sure there's other stuff. Like I said, I used to be worse in high school. I used to like, oh shit. I've grown out of worse habits. Like, I used to I used to eat just straight sugar and salt. And I don't do that anymore. Cure condition. Like, I remember as a kid, part of this is because I had like relatively bad influences as a kid. Because I remember I used to be taken out to eat, and one of my mom's friends, like she was like a mom friend, because she was my sister's friend's mom, I think. Oh, I used to do that like semi-regularly. That's where I'm going with the story. Basically, my mom's friend encouraged me was like, hey, want to do something cool? And then, like, you know those, like, sugar packets they have for teas? Fuck, I keep hitting the wrong button. She just, like, ate the sugar packets off of the tables, and it was like, you want to do that? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to do that. So I started eating sugar. The sugar packets as well. And creamer. I've grown out of that, for the most part. Thankfully. Because that probably would have just ruined my health. But, you know. Yeah. You know, not advice. Unfortunately, you know, the adults in my life have have fed me some interesting things. For the most part, it's like, you know, I don't like eat straight. Usually don't eat straight, like, sauces and creamers and salts anymore. Yeah, she messed me up for good. It's like, you know, I don't do it to that extent anymore, but I think the fact that I'm, like, microwaving pickles is kind of, like, a weird evolution of that. A weird evolution of habits that were introduced to me by adults. Because there was also... It's not as bad, but I do have an uncle who, like... Every time I've told anybody with actual food taste about this recipe, they've, like, cringed and cried. Because he had a breakfast taco recipe. Yeah. I'm self-aware, at least. But, like, my uncle, he makes breakfast tacos every time we visit. And the thing about these breakfast tacos is that they're, like, universally seen as bad. because, okay, I'm gonna walk you through this recipe and how it's made. Because it's really bad. So first of all, you take, like, a tube of, like, ground beef. And, like, you just take the entire tube and you just press it, like, as a flat layer onto a pan. Don't add seasoning. You will not add seasoning, by the way. No taco seasoning, no salt, no nothing. Straight up, just the meat, okay? You just the ground beef. Are you following me so far? Okay, so you do that and you let it cook for like a little bit, and then you like, and then you break it up a little bit and let it. But like it's still gonna be a little raw in this process. But you break it up to like for its meat to cook a little bit. Okay. After you break it up like this, you take about like 6 to 12 eggs. It kind of depends on how many people you're feeding. You take whisked eggs, and then you just pour it in on top of it, and let like the liquid egg like sizzle for a little bit. But while it's sizzling, you take an entire block of Velveeta cheese and cut that into smaller bits, and then layer that throughout the egg while it's still cooking, so that it becomes, as the Velveeta cheese melts, it becomes indiscernible from the raw egg. So you just kind of gotta believe in yourself at some point to believe it's fully cooked. But by the time it's quote-unquote fully cooked, because at this point, you're kind of just tracking how the meat is, you're not tracking how the egg cooks. So, by the time it's quote-unquote finished cooking, it's like still a little runny. Yeah, yeah, you see the problem. And it's still like runny, it's still kind of moist, but like you kind of just hope it's the Velveeta cheese. And then you microwave a tortilla, and then you wrap it up and serve it. And then you serve that to your entire family for 17 years. Yay! Yeah, and then you serve that every morning during the holidays for 17 years. And it's probably why I have such a good immune system. Yeah. Like, we would visit for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and every morning for the weeks we would visit, so about for 2 weeks out of the year, I would eat this. He would cook this every morning. So for about 2 weeks out of every year, for the first 17 years of my life, this is what I ate for breakfast. Not even salted. A lot of the adults in my family added a lot of hot sauce. I'm kind of, well, I didn't acquire a taste for hot sauce until later in my life, so I just kind of ate that shit straight. To be fair, I was kind of a victim of this. To be fair, this was less of a me problem. I was more of a victim in this specific situation, because he was so happy to feed the family. I would love for you to cook me a meal. I was more of a victim of this situation. But, you know, my uncle was Southern, so he genuinely thought this was a good idea. To be fair, I eat normal food sometimes. Like, this isn't my day-to-day life, it's just, you know. I've just fallen victim to I've fallen victim to a lot of white people throughout my life. Unfortunately, your VTuber is white, so I've fallen victim to the culture. Oh god. And you know, yeah, I had the circumstances to be built into a little freak. Yeah. It's honestly that specific taco recipe I use as a threat against my friends, especially like especially like my non-white friends. Like, it's a threat to everybody, but like especially to like anybody with like a little bit of like spice in them. It's like, hey, keep talking to me like that and I'll feed you my uncle's breakfast tacos. Yeah, and there's thing is, also, that's not even the worst thing for the first 18 years of my life, because low-key for the first 18 years of my life I was eating off of lead-painted plates and I didn't know. Yeah, my palate's like fine. Like, I have a pretty good palate. It's just, you know, sometimes like the demons get me. Sometimes the demons get me, you know. As they do. As they do with the pickles. Yeah. Cause like, we had like, I guess they were like wedding gifts, because they were like plates that I used for for like most of my life. And then one day my mom was like, hey, so you know those plates, the only plates we really have, the microwavable ones, so an article just came out, and they are not only are they a brand that is lead painted, unfortunately the specific one we have tested the highest amount of lead, so we're putting those away. And I was like, I've been eating off those plates my entire life, so lead exposure Medea lore. So yeah, then we got new plates. Thankfully, I don't think I ate much of the lead, because a lot of it was like on the rim, like the paint was on the rim, but also like the chances are low, but it's not zero, because like I said, I was eating off those plates for the first 18 years of my life. Yeah, yeah, And that's why I have such a good immune system. Like, I may be allergic to most pollens, but, like, I could probably, after a while, like, I was immune to illness. I could probably eat anything and be fine. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just built different. I feel like every time I talk about my food, like my food exposures growing up, I feel like one of those like anime characters where it's like, yeah, I was exposed to poison growing up. Yeah, I was exposed to poison growing up, so you know, I'm just immune. Just immune. I'm definitely immune to salmonella, considering the fucking breakfast tacos. I'm just built different. I'm flexing right now. You can't see it, but I'm flexing my strong fucking muscles. You know, this all started because I was talking about getting a snack, I think. Maybe I should get, man, all this the Gundam excuse. My blood is made of poison. Yeah. I'm gonna go grab that snack I've been talking about for a while, and I swear it's gonna be normal. I swear it's gonna be a normal snack. It's gonna be a normal snack. It's not gonna be microwave pickles or whatever the fuck I was just talking about. Hell yeah. I'm sure I have something in there. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put you on the BRB screen so you don't have to stare at this map forever. Yeah, it's not packets of ketchup. I just go down and I just start I just take bottles of condiments and just start chugging. Yeah, it's gonna be actual food. I swear. Okay, BRB.